drone has found a bomb. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it. Op 4 neutralized. Successful. Protect the bombs. Ten seconds to insertion. 5 seconds and counting. Keep an eye out for Op 4 attempting to defuse your bombs. Op 4 has located a bomb. You know what to do. found a bomb. 5 seconds to insertion. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it. All friendlies have been eliminated. Protect the bombs. Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds and counting. Bomb location secure.
Why is it not a good idea? A bomb has been located by Op 4. Failed. All friendly.
Protect the bombs. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds to insertion. Increase surveillance on bombs. Op 4 has a diffuser. Op 4 has located a bomb. You know what to do. Op 4 destroy it. Protect the bomb. Diffuser has been destroyed. Mission successful. insertion in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Your mission is to locate and defuse a bomb.
Halten Sie sich von den Einsatzfahrzeugen fern.
Located a bomb. Cover the diffuser. We have been eliminated. Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected. Seconds to insertion. Down to 5 seconds. Keep an eye out for Op 4 attempting to defuse your a bomb. Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to go. A bomb must be located and defused. Located a bomb. Protect the bombs. Seconds. 5 seconds to insertion. Bomb location secure. Op 4 has located a bomb. You know what to do. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful. a bomb. Seconds before insertion. 5 seconds. You must locate and defuse a bomb. You have located a bomb. Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful. Protect the bombs. Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated. 5 seconds. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
That was the first time I ever got one of those from a 1v1. I got disconnected because host left. Who the fuck was the host? And how come it didn't make me just win?
You to forgive me. I just want you to know that leaving you was not the same as not wanting you. I have wanted you every single day. I picked up the second piece of paper, the smaller one. Different handwriting. Peyton's. Capital letters too big, lowercase too small, lines slanting upward like she was writing uphill, not even half a page, no signature, no date. I read it out loud. I told myself I was protecting you. I told myself every day for 20 years, but I kept his letter because part of me knew you'd need it someday. I couldn't give it to you while I was alive because then you'd look at me the way I was afraid you would. I'm sorry. I don't know if I did the right thing. I just know I did what I could survive. The kitchen was so quiet I could hear the clock on the wall. Tess read it twice. Then she said she loved you and she lied to you. And both of those things are true at the same time. I said I gave a eulogy at her funeral. I made 300 people laugh. I said she was the strongest person I ever knew. Tess said she was strong. Strong people can also be wrong. I called my oldest friend Casey. He knew Peyton. He was at the funeral. I needed to say the words to someone who had grown up in the world she built. Casey was quiet for a long time. Then he said, your mom told my parents your dad left for another woman. That's what everyone believed. She didn't just lie to me. She told everyone. She built an entire version of events and handed it out to every person we knew. The lie wasn't just a lie. It was architecture. She poured the foundation and framed the walls and painted over everything, and we all moved in and lived there. For 20 years and nobody ever checked the blueprints. I went back to the box. Underneath the recipe card, stuck flat against the bottom face down, was a second photograph I hadn't seen. I peeled it up. Bram holding me as a baby, young, dark hair, smiling. The kind of happy that doesn't know it's being watched. On the back, in Peyton's handwriting, he was so happy this day. She kept a picture of the man she told everyone didn't want us, holding me, looking happy. She kept it in a box with his letter and her unsigned apology and a broken watch and all the things she couldn't throw away but couldn't look at either. She couldn't destroy the evidence. She couldn't give it to me. She held everything in between, in drawers, in boxes, under scarves, in the spaces between what she told me and what was true. Casey found a phone number through a former neighbor, 10 digits on the back of a grocery receipt. I stared at it the entire afternoon. That night, Tess found me on the couch with the receipt in my hand. She said, you don't have to call tonight. I said, if I don't call tonight, I'll find a reason not to call tomorrow. And then the receipt goes in a box, and the box goes on a shelf, and I become the guy with 2 things in his garage he's too afraid to open. I picked up my phone. I dialed. It rang 4 times. I almost hung up. Someone picked up and a voice came through. Older, rougher, like gravel that had been sitting in the rain, but familiar the way a song you haven't heard heard in decades is familiar. You don't remember the words, but your body remembers the feeling. The funny guy had nothing. No setup, no punchline, nothing. I said, my name is, I'm Peyton's son. Silence. The kind that has weight and takes up space in a room. Bram said, I know who you are. I've been waiting for this call for 26 years. I said, why did you agree to leave? He said, because your mother was smarter than me, and when she told me you'd be better off, I believed her. I was drinking. I was angry all the time. I didn't know how to be a father, and she said the kindest thing I could do was go. I said, I asked about you every day until I was 10. Then I stopped because she told me you didn't want us, and I decided to believe her because it was easier than hoping. Bram said, I wrote that letter the week I left. I gave it to her and said, give this to him when he asks. She promised she would. I said, she kept it in a drawer for 26 years. I found it after she died. I didn't open it for 4 more years. He said, why not? I said, because I was afraid it would change the story, and the story was...
Oh yeah.
The only thing I had that made sense.
Why? Why is that?
Secure the bombs.
I am so glad I'm not sharing the fucking audio of this party.
Down to 10
No,
seconds.
fuck you.
5 seconds to insertion. You must protect your bombs from being defused by Op 4.
Nishibishi! And he left. What? I could have sworn I just heard my name.
Secure the bombs.
bangs it. This either kills it outright or stuns it long enough to be consumed. Poor little f***er got quick-scoped by phase shrimp.
Fine grilled chicken breast strips in the freezer aisle. Tyson.
Oh, fuck. Vic Morgan. Chad, where should we take Vic? I kind of want to see if I can do A-Train with Vic. Because I'm not hitting A-Train the way I want to hit A-Train, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna beat you. Bitch, what the fuck you want? What are you wanting, people? I am going to take your toes and fucking string them up. I swear. Force is getting too worked up in his imagination on what I mean by going stringing him up by his toes. Ah, fuck. I don't. I can barely hear both y'all right now. The fuck y'all talking about exactly now? I swear to Christ, I hate you. I hate you so much. Can someone please strangle him for me? That's the reason why I said someone else do it, not me. Because it's going to be even worse if I do it. I don't even know if you even know what I actually look like. I'm not talking about from high school neither. I hate you so fucking much. Alright, I'm turning y'all two back down so I can hear.
A bomb has been located by Op 4.
Man, this guy stinks.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Vic is my favorite chaser. He is. Durant's really cute too, but Vic's the cutest. Let's see if I can hit A-Train clean, bro. This is A-Train. Oh, shit! Let's go! What the fuck was that, Joe? You like that, bro? That was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I know. Follow me, bro. I'll show you more. This one's gas pedal, baby. Let's just give it to Vic Morgan. Let's just give it to him. Let's show him another jump. Yuck, made it! What the fuck, Vic Morgan? What? Pretty impressive. Gotta say so myself, bro. Oh, fuck.
So I got called into jury duty, and I was put in the seat instantly, of course. I said, "Your Honor, I can't be a juror on a 2-week trial. I have opera rehearsal." And she said, "Opera, huh? Well, sing something for us." And I did. In a federal court of law, in front of the judge, 75 jurors, the lawyers, and the fucking defendant, I sang O mio babino caro, and the judge excused me. Things that happened. This. Yo, I didn't embarrass myself in federal court, so y'all can doubt me. The above-noted individual attended court as a juror on the following days. I know a lot of opera singers, and singing a full-on aria in a courtroom with only a hint of provocation is exactly what they would do. So I got...
Are you ready for therapy, Eugene?
Like, I swear to Christ, if you don't stop trying to whisper in my fucking ear. Well, when I'm trying to listen for which direction the footsteps are actually coming from, it's kind of hard when he's whispering like that. Fucking cunt. I am going to strangle you. Why are you like this? I'm going to do something stupid. I'm going to try to kill this dude with the boss G.
I guess. Now just remember, if you ever have to come here on your own, this is the door you need to look for, because that's the doctor's name, and right below it is what he does. He does that? Yes. And people pay him for it? Pay him a lot. Why? He's a professional. He went to school and everything. There are schools for that? Are you scared? Yes, I'm scared. It's really hard the first time, but it gets easier the more you go. How would you know that? I go here once a month. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I deserve it. No, you don't. Itadori, I need somebody in my life who's going to straighten me out. I could do that. You think you can do what he does? I'm not sure I have to. This world needs men like him, and so do you. Please don't make me go in there, man. Itadori, if it's not him, it's going to have to be me. No, no, no. I'm not good at it either, so it'll just get messy. Well, if those are my only choices. He's ready for you, Dr. T. And I was born ready for him. Thinking me, will this hurt? It'll be the most pain you've ever felt at once. Oh my God. But in the end, you'll thank him for it. I really don't see that happening. Itadori, it's a life-changing experience. Are you ready for therapy, Eugene? I guess. Just remember, if you ever have to come here on your own, this is the door you need to look for because that's the doctor.
Ah, fuck! I whipped so hard. I whipped the boss G so hard.
His name, and right below it is what he does. He does that? Yes. And people pay him for it? Pay him a lot. Why? He's a professional. He went to school and everything. There are schools for that? Are you scared? Yes, I'm scared. It's really hard the first time, but it gets easier the more you go. How would you know that? I go here once a month. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I deserve it. No, you don't. Itadori, I need somebody in my life who's going to straighten me out. I could do that. You think you can do what he does? I'm not...
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2.
Man, you ain't even had to do me like that, fam. You ain't even had to do me like that. Hey, this man just, I don't want to do this no more.
Fuck your pineapple juice.
Dinos, go bright, go bright.
That's fine. I'm not gonna lie, you guys are pretty.
Oh, that's very polite.
I like the ribs. I understand you have to.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dibble, but we're hungry.
It's okay.
It was a pleasure eating you. That was like the nicest kill I've ever had.
Giving us compliments before we murder him?
Oh,
I feel terrible.
Yeah, what is Duck doing right now?
Send this video to somebody who eats hot dogs for the shape and not the flavor. Or somebody who just looks really nice today, but don't let them know which one it is. They gotta figure it out for themselves. Send this video to somebody who eats hot dogs for the shape and not the flavor. Or some...
Oh, that's so damn bad. You're getting hot dog water. Okay, I think that's nastier. Who the fuck wants to do that? Just stop. Just stop now. Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. We don't need to hear this.
Send this video to...
out of a car, aiming for a tree. The sword would obviously snap and rip from your hands. But what if the sword is unbreakable? You have an indestructible grip, and your body is physically immovable. Well, the force would then transfer to the car. It would screech to a halt as the sword hits. But what if the car can't stop and is forced to keep moving? Now the tree should split in half. But if the tree is indestructible too, with no way to break, bend, or stop, the energy has nowhere to escape. Would this unleash a massive shockwave as powerful as a nuclear explosion? Or worse, something reality itself isn't equipped to contain?
Ah, fuck me. I wasn't paying attention. Now the person has the possibility of rerunning Snake.
5 seconds to insertion.
Lucky. Why? God damn it.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Balikatan 41-2026.
Send this video to somebody who eats hot dogs for the shit.
Most people don't realize that my school bus gets 12 miles to the gallon. My e-bike can get 70 miles.
Put your tongue in my palm because it is yum and it's fun.
Can you shut the fuck up so I can properly hear? Like, damn! What part of I'm doing 1v1s do you not understand? Like, why the fuck are you constantly hard for me?
to my house and refuses to leave because she...
I am going to throw you in a
Dina and I
ditch.
have been planning our trip to Sweden for almost a year. The only loose end was our cat Milo, who needed someone to feed him while we were gone for 7 days. My buddy Knox had a key and I trusted him. I told him the dates and he said no problem. We left on a Tuesday and the first 4 days were perfect. Then Knox sent me a message. He said his girlfriend Tamara's mother was in town and didn't have a place to stay and asked if Tamara could crash at my house for one night. I said sure. One night was nothing. Tamara was Knox's girlfriend of about 5 months. I'd met her twice. I told Knox one night only and he said understood. Dina and I finished our trip. We flew home on a Monday and landed around 6 in the evening. I pulled into my driveway and the first thing I noticed was the porch light was off. I always leave the porch light on when I'm away. I walked up and unlocked the front door and I could tell someone had been living there. Shoes by the door that weren't ours. A jacket I didn't recognize. Groceries on the counter I didn't buy. The guest bedroom door was closed. I opened it and there was Tamara on the bed with the laptop open and clothes hanging in the closet. She looked up at me like I walked into her room. I asked her what she was doing here. She said Knox told her she could stay while she figured some things out. I said Knox told me one night. She said plans changed. I told her she needed to leave. She said she had nowhere to go and that she was looking for a job in the area and just needed a few more days. I said no. She said could I at least give her 1 more week? I said absolutely not. You were supposed to be here for 1 night and you've been here for 5 days. She called Knox. Knox called me and asked me to let her stay a little longer because she was in a tough spot. I told Knox he violated my trust. I gave him a key to feed my cat and he turned my house into a hotel for his girlfriend. He said he didn't think it would be a big deal. I told him it was a very big deal and that I wanted her out tonight.
Dude fell off the roof.
Tamara refused to leave. She sat on the guest bed and told me she had rights and that I couldn't just throw her out. I called the police. 2 officers showed up. They listened to both sides. Tamara told them she had been staying at the house with permission and that I was now trying to force her out. I told them I gave permission for 1 night and that she overstayed by 5 days without my knowledge or consent. One of the officers told me that because she had been staying there for multiple days, it could be considered a civil matter and that I might need to go through the formal process to remove her. They left. Tamara sat back down on the bed and looked at me like she'd won. I went to the kitchen and called my cousin Lev. Lev is the kind of person you call when you need to solve a problem that nobody else wants to deal with. I told him what was happening and he drove over within the hour. We sat at the kitchen table and worked out a plan. The next evening, Tamara told Knox she was going out to grab dinner with him. She left around 7. The second her car pulled away, Lev and I went to the guest room. We packed every single thing she had into her 3 bags. Every piece of clothing, every charger, every toiletry, every shoe, every item that didn't belong to us. We zipped them up and placed them neatly on the front porch. Then we went inside and locked every door and every window. Lev and I sat in the living room and waited. We kept an eye on the porch through the front window to make sure nobody walked off with her stuff because we weren't trying to lose her things. We were trying to lose her. About 2 hours later, headlights pulled into the driveway. Tamara walked up to the porch and saw her bags. She tried the front door, locked. She tried the side door, locked. She started pounding on the front door and yelling that we had to let her in and that this was illegal and that she was going to call the police. She went on for about 30 minutes straight, banging and screaming and telling us we had no right. Lev looked at me and said she's going to call. I said good. She called the police. The same 2 officers showed up. I recognized the shorter one from the night before. He looked at me and then at Tamara standing on the porch next to her bags and then back at me, and I could see him trying to decide whose problem this was going to be tonight. Tamara was already talking before they reached the steps. She told them I illegally evicted her. She said she was a resident of the house and that I changed the locks while she was out and removed her belongings without permission. She was crying. Not real crying. Performance crying. The kind where the voice breaks but the eyes stay dry and the hands move too much. She said she felt unsafe and that she had nowhere to go and that I was a grown man throwing a woman's clothes on the porch in the middle of the night. She made it sound like I dragged her things to the curb in garbage bags. I packed them neatly in her own luggage and placed them upright on a dry porch under a covered awning. I told the officer I didn't change the locks. I locked the doors to my own house from the inside, which is something I do every single night I'm home. I told him I packed her belongings carefully and placed them on the porch, and that
You have located a bomb.
God damn it! I hate that I'm... This is bullshit! No, I can't blame it on you because you fucked me over for the first 2 rounds.
nothing was damaged or missing, and that Lev could confirm every item was handled with care. I told him she had been in my home for 6 days on a one-night arrangement that I approved while I was in another country, and that I never agreed to anything beyond that single night. Tamara pulled out her phone and showed the officers a text message from Knox telling her she could stay as long as she needed. The officer looked at me. I said, Knox doesn't own this house. Knox doesn't live here. Knox was given a key to feed my cat. Knox has no authority to offer my home to anyone for any length of time beyond what I specifically authorized. I pulled out my phone and showed them my text exchange with Knox. The original message where he asked about one night. My reply saying, sure, one night. His reply saying, understood. Then I showed them the deed to the house with my name on it, and Dina's name on it, and nobody else's. The officer who had told me the night before that this might be a civil matter looked at the texts for a long time. He stepped aside with his partner and they talked for about 2 minutes. Then he came back and told Tamara that based on the documentation, the property owner had given limited permission for one night through a third party, and that the third party had exceeded the scope of that permission without the owner's consent. He said it was his recommendation that Tamara take her belongings and make arrangements elsewhere. He said if she refused, she could be charged with trespassing. Tamara's face changed. She looked at Knox, who had shown up at some point during the commotion, and was standing at the edge of the driveway looking like he wanted the ground to open up and pull him under. She told the officers this wasn't over. She picked up 2 of her bags and walked to Knox's car. Knox grabbed the third one and followed her without looking at me. That was Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, I got a call from a number I didn't recognize. It was Tamara's mother. I knew it was her mother before she identified herself because the first words out of her mouth were, "You should be ashamed of yourself." And that's the kind of opener only a...
Okay, no, but you are fucking clearly fucking cheating.
Mother deploys on behalf of a daughter who called her at midnight with a story that left out every detail that mattered. She told me I was a terrible person for putting her daughter out on the street. She said Tamara had nowhere to go and that she was sleeping in Knox's car because Knox's apartment was too small for both of them and his landlord wouldn't allow it. She said I had a big house and plenty of room and that one extra person wouldn't have hurt me. She said I was selfish and heartless and that karma would find me. She said people like me always get what's coming to them. She said all of this in one breath, like she'd been rehearsing it since the phone call from Tamara, and she wanted to deliver every line before I could interrupt. When she finished, I told her I didn't know who she was until 30 seconds ago, and that her daughter moved into my home without my permission while I was out of the country and refused to leave when I came back, and that the only person who put her daughter in Knox's car was her daughter. I told her the police had been to my house twice in 2 days because of a situation I didn't create. She hung up, not with a goodbye, with a click that sounded like a cabinet slamming shut. An hour later, Knox texted me. Long message, longer than anything he'd ever sent me in 10 years of friendship. He said Tamara was upset and that he was in a bad position and that he wished I had been more understanding. He said Tamara had been evicted from her last apartment 3 months ago for not paying rent. Not because she lost her job, because she chose not to pay. She spent the rent money on other things, and when the landlord served the eviction notice, she told Knox the landlord was being unreasonable. She was staying with her mother, but her mother's landlord found out about the extra occupant and threatened to evict the mother too, so Tamara had to leave. He said Tamara had been bouncing from place to place since then. A friend's couch for 2 weeks until the friend asked her to leave. A motel for 3 nights until the money ran out. Knox's 1-bedroom apartment for a week until his own landlord noticed and said the lease didn't allow long-term guests. Every door she walked through eventually closed behind her, and she kept needing a new one. He said my house was the first time she'd felt stable in months. He said he asked me for one night because he knew I'd say no if he told me the real situation. I read that last sentence 3 times. He knew I'd say no if he told me the truth, so he lied to me and moved his girlfriend into my house while I was 10,000 miles away, trusting him with a key. He didn't
Scoop and dip.
Hey, man, aren't you the guy that does the weird tricks?
Yeah, I am. What about it?
Well, I got a bone to pick with you. You beat me last time, but I'm back for vengeance.
Okay, you want some? Come get some then, buddy.
Yeah, I'm doing a bunch of new tricks, and you're going down.
Too bad you never get a chance to do them.
Don't start with no bullshit this time.
I never do bullshit. Matter of fact, I saw you knew it.
Oh, my God.
An under flip.
How the hell was that an underflow? That was like an old school bullshit.
It wasn't old school nothing, bro. That's the new school.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a new letter, because I'm not doing it.
You damn right you will. All right, I got more where that came from.
Okay.
Woo! Sick ass fool. You see that shit? It was a underflip and a half. More bargain for your buck, buddy boy.
I don't feel like carrying the one. Whatever, dude. I don't care.
Yeah.
Take the letter.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hurry up. What the hell are you doing?
Shut up. Just take precision.
Oh, God. Just hurry up.
Kickflip underflip.
That was not a kickflip underflip.
Yeah, it was. I kickflipped and then I was under it and then I flipped it back. Kickflip underflip.
This is why I never play you. This is exactly why I don't play.
Revenge. You gonna get it?
I'm gonna get revenge. You'll see. You'll all see.
We had a sudden burst of rain. I want you guys to notice how the dog spot is almost completely 100% dry, meaning Doggo did not move until the rain had stopped. I'd like you to further notice that the only part of the dog spot that has any water at all is the tail portion, which would seem to indicate Doggo picked up his tail at some point to wag it. Doggo had a fantastic time in the sudden burst of rain. We had a sudden burst...
Okay, what the fuck?
We had a sudden...
This is hands down the most flavorful card in the set. Why? Because it sucks. But it looks cool. We got the BB Triple XL. It will catch a board wipe for you. And what are we doing about pigeons? Nothing. Fuck. This card was made for 3 people in the entire world. If I see anybody else play it, I will be congratulating you on having an IQ in the top 90%. First up is Defender players, obviously. This thing...
Protect the bombs. Seconds to insertion. 5 seconds. You must protect your bombs from being defused by Op 4. A bomb has been located by Op 4.
Bro, how the fuck are you hitting me? How the fuck was that not a headshot? Evil! Okay, that's fucking gay as flying fuck. How the fuck do you survive 2 fucking headshots?
Protect the bomb. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has the diffuser.
This is hands down the most flavorful card in the set. Why? Because it sucks, but it looks cool. We got the BB Triple XL. It will catch a board wipe for you. And what are we doing about pigeons? Nothing. Fuck. This card was made for 3 people in the entire world. If I see anybody else play it, I will be congratulating you on having an IQ in the top 90%. First up is Defender players, obviously. This thing touches down. These decks are going from Ha Ha Sir Mix-a-Lot reference to Aaron Yeager Manifesto. You are being rumbled. And I would be remiss if I did not point out that technically the Wile E. Coyote Anvil from the Sky combo is rated E for everybody. But moving on. Next permit's going to Phoenix players who can use this to literally twerk your brains out. I know it might sound scary, but I promise you these decks needed a win more than my hairline did. Moving on. The final permit is going to anybody who knows a dinosaur player that thinks removal is evil. That's right, I am secretly recommending this to everybody. Nice gishath, Troy. Welcome to functional Jurassic Park, you dumb son of a bitch. This is hand...
God damn it, motherfucker, pussy ass.